Alabama lost the title game to Georgia, and not 24 hours later on Tuesday, players have hit the portal leaving Tuscaloosa. But it's not the fact that players are leaving, but it seems like it's quite a bit, isn't it? Let's take a look at it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Christian Bauer here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a quick video, real quick. Obviously, as an Alabama fan, going to give my thoughts and everything on what's going on with the Crimson Tide and really all things college football. But hey, do me a favor, real quick. Hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We just hit 500 subs just yesterday. I love and appreciate all of you out there. Let's keep growing this channel. I don't do it for popularity or anything, but I do it. And with it comes the people along the way. I love interacting, building community, and everything. So let's just keep growing it over at BSM. So what I wanted to talk about today, this was just updated 10 minutes ago on 247 Sports. 2 other players have entered the portal for Alabama. Now, I've talked a little bit about some players for the Crimson Tide this week. Not all of them. But what I've noticed is it is unusual. Now, Bama's always going to lose a player or two in the offseason. They're also going to go and get players out of the portal. But it seems as if ever since Monday night, when they lost to Georgia in the title game, players have hit the portal. I'm not saying that's the cause, but a few key ones. Now, obviously, if you enter the transfer portal, it's rare that it's a starting position. It's normally a third or fourth string, or sometimes even a backup. You've been there a while. You gave it a year or two. You're ready to move on because obviously, not necessarily that you're not good enough, but there's obviously some people better than you are that are ahead of you. For example, one that sticks out to me, Tommy Brown. He's a 3-star tackle, but I've heard a lot about him. Emil Achior, Evan Neal, which he's going to go pro. The Brockmeyer twins come in. Javion Cohen. There's a lot of depth at the offensive tackle position. So losing a guy like Tommy Brown, he's not going to compete enough to get a starting position. But he's still good enough that he could go somewhere and show off his talent, be a good physical blocking tackle for a quarterback out there. So he enters the portal. Jaleel Billingsley. Where was he all season? We saw quite a bit of him at times, at least early on. He never really got hurt. I don't know what's up with Billingsley, but again, Alabama has guys stepping up at the tight end position. Our key guy now is, I guess, Cameron Latu, right? Jaleel Billingsley, when you look at his stats real quick, let me pull it up because he did get some playing time this season. If it'll load real quick, I'm waiting for it on ESPN. While I'm waiting on that, Tommy Brown, offensive tackle. Drew Sanders is a 4-star linebacker. He really didn't get much playing time. They're predicting him to go to Texas. I talked a little bit about some of this. I'm not going to run through all of these players, but it's quite a bit. So going back to even November, Marcus Banks left. Xavier Williams went to Utah State. We brought in a 5-star corner, Eli Ricks. Okay. Pierce Quick left. Jackson Bratton. Some of these guys were going to start. Some of them were big-time recruits that just never got the opportunity because the guys ahead, and they got tired of waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on right here from Tuesday. 5, 6, right? So I counted, or 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry. 7 players are currently in the portal waiting to see Where they go? 7 players. Now, you normally could see a team like Georgia Tech or whatever have 7 players in the portal. I don't think this is normal for Alabama. I mean, have transfers, yeah. Some players don't transfer out. Believe it or not, some players only go there because they just want to stick around and be part of a championship team, whether they started or not. They want a ring. And players want to get their degree. They're not looking for a career in football. They just want to get a degree, but also they love football enough that, yeah, we'll give it a shot. I'm built, and I'll see if I can take a shot at the team. Okay. Guys like this, though, that enter the portal are looking to go somewhere where they can start. And it's not that they're not good enough, right? Like, oh, they're not starting because they don't have talent. That's not true. There's guys ahead of them. Paul Tyson is a 3-star quarterback recruit. I've watched Paul Tyson. He's got great build. He's got a strong arm. He's good in the pocket. He's systematic quarterback, though. But because you got this Bryce Young coming in, he's already here, obviously. We know about Bryce Young, but you have him. Then there's this guy they're talking about in Jalen Milroe. Well, guess who they just signed to is a 5-star recruit in Ty Simpson. Generational talent. That's the next guy to take Bryce Young's place. Right? Here in 2-3 years. Where is Paul Tyson going to have time to be the starting quarterback? And you'd be stupid. Not like you shouldn't start Tyson, like, oh, he's not good enough to start. But he's not going to be better than Ty Simpson. He's not going to be a better choice than Moreau. He's not going to be a better choice right now than, than Bryce Young. Jalen Moody. He never really got much playing time, but he was clearly talked about. He was one of those guys that we put in mop-up time if we're up big on an FCS high school type of team. We put our secondary, or second and third string guys out there, and they go out, they ball out, and just to give them playing time. Drew Sanders, he was talked about a lot, but he wasn't enough to where he's a full-time starting role. Well, he's got a 100% chance that he's going to go to Texas. Pierce Quick committed. He's gone at Georgia Tech. They brought in Jahmyr Gibbs, who's a running back from Georgia Tech. But is this hurting Alabama? No. Trust me. Listen. Here's the perspective you guys got to understand. Alabama, with the way they're recruiting, is not going anywhere. So what if they're losing 7 players to the portal? That's not even a quarter or a third or probably even an eighth of what they have. That's not an eighth of the roster. That's nothing. Oh my God. I mean, seriously. No, this is not hurting Alabama. Right? Now, it sucks because, even Pierce Quick was a top tackle that we signed. He might only be 3-star, but that was the guy that was supposed to get some time. And a lot of people hoped that he would be good enough that he'd be a starting offensive lineman. He wasn't. Not that I'm going to blame the player. I don't know what Coach Saban saw. I don't know what the coaching aspect of it was. I don't know. Obviously, there were just players ahead of them, right? These are recruits that you wish the best of luck going forward. You wish they had the chance to start for Alabama. But no, this is not hurting. To answer the question of the video, this is not hurting Alabama. They're not losing anybody truly of significance. And again, that's not a knock on the players. That's not like, oh, they're losing Shane Lee right here. Oh, that's not a big deal because Shane Lee's not important. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. These players are college athletes that want a future in football, that want to be successful, that want to win football games, just play football wherever it may be. They just get offers from Alabama, They meet with Coach Saban or whoever recruits them, Shane Lee, Jalen Moody. It was probably Pete Golding that recruited them, if I'm not mistaken. They meet with those coaches, and there's a connection. So what do? They buy into, of course, Alabama, the process. They buy into it, and they take a chance. They really do. And I don't know, like what is it? You know, is Alabama hurt by the portal? No, they're fine. They're gonna do great. They're still recruiting. Let's double check real quick what they're recruiting. Real quick, they got 24 commits. They have currently the number 2 class, and then some to get in February. Right? They're right behind A&M. They have 24 players. Jeremiah Alexander is a 5-star defensive back that they signed, who is the 8th overall player, right? Let's look at these top recruits, okay? Jeremiah Alexander, number 8. Malachi Starks, I believe he signs with Georgia. Gonna be honest, A&M did a good job getting a lot of the top 20 players, most of them. Ty Simpson, 5-star quarterback. I'm excited for this kid. I'm telling you right now. Emmanuel Henderson, a 5-star running back, right? You have all these different players. Now, it's not the best recruiting job. Shaz Preston, 4-star wide receiver. And so, look, clearly other teams like A&M and Georgia are doing a little better right now than Alabama, at least from the top 10 aspect of the recruits. I mean, Alabama still has the number 2 class, barely ahead of Georgia by like a point. A lot could change on National Signing Day in a month. But look, the point being that Alabama is bringing in a lot of different recruits and commitments, and still more to sign this February. Nick Saban has built the program. He has the process. We talked about it last week. I made a video about it. Is the transfer portal hurting them? Hell no. No, it's not hurting them. No. Players are going to leave your program. Now, maybe compared to some other years in past, they're losing a lot more than normal. But these are guys that just clearly are not getting the chance to play. So you got to respect and love on these players, and wherever they choose to go, that's their decision for their education and future in football. You applaud them. You don't get mad. You give them a chance. Okay. This is not hurting Alabama. Look at what they're bringing in. Okay, second in the SEC behind A&M, second overall class right now. Jeremiah Alexander, 5-star. Ty Simpson, 5-star. Tylen Booker, 4-star offensive tackle. Sean Murphy, linebacker. He's the second in the state of Virginia. Jaheim Otis is a defensive tackle, second in the state of Mississippi, 4-star. Curtis Perry, defensive lineman, in the state of Alabama. He's the 4th overall prospect in the state of Alabama. That's still pretty good. 6'2", 265, well built. All these different players, not a whole lot of 5-stars. Elijah Brown is a great tight end too. Keep an eye on him. I think that he's one that you got to develop him, but he's still going to be good, right? Emmanuel Henderson signed his letter of intent. First in his position, the top running back in the entire 2022 recruiting class. Second in the state of Alabama. Shaz Preston is the 3rd overall receiver in this class, the 4th in the state of Louisiana. Isaiah Bond is a defensive back, second in his in his position. There's a lot. It's not And plus, Alabama just got done signing after that championship, like what they were calling the best class ever. Now, going forward in recruiting, it's just going to get better. This is, how do I want to put this? This isn't the best job by Nick Saban in recruiting, but it's a pretty darn good one. Overall, I'll just go ahead and say this because I don't want to be on here too long for you. Alabama's going to be fine. 7 players in 3 days, and Alabama's going to follow. Oh, they're losing their talent. They're losing. Hell no, they're not. They're going to keep recruiting. They're going to bounce back. They're going to do great. And they're going to be Alabama like they are. And, talent doesn't matter if you can't work with them. You better know Nick Saban's going to work with them. You better know it. You better know it. Pete Golding's going to work on that defense. Bill O'Brien, I still don't know what's up with Bill O'Brien. Is he leaving? Is he not leaving? If he is coming back, I believe in him to work with the offense a bit. I do. A lot of young talent this year anyway. They were not supposed to make the national title, but they did. You imagine what they bring back and then the recruits they bring in. Alabama's going to be scary good. They're just going to get better. And the transfer portal, you're losing a few key guys. A lot of guys that they lost, but it's not doing them anything. It's not, come on. It's not hurting Alabama to lose players to the portal. It's helping other teams out there that need those positions filled. And them's facts. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. Comment down below, Bama fans, what you think. We're still reloaded. We're still rocking. We're rolling with the tide. And big things ahead, first off, for this channel. And then also big things ahead for the Crimson Tide and Nick Saban. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. I promise you that. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. God bless. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. See you next time. Roll Tide.
Good boy, son.
Okay.
Roll down Tide.